When everything starts shaking, you find out what your life is really built on. In 1906, a massive earthquake struck San Francisco. Buildings collapsed, fires burned for days, and much of the city was left in ruins. In the aftermath, engineers studied why some structures failed while others remained standing. One of the most important discoveries involved what became known as the filled land problem. Large sections of the city had been built on reclaimed ground, swamps and marshes that had been filled with loose sand and debris to expand the city. When the earthquake struck, that unstable soil behaved almost like liquid. Buildings constructed on this loose ground collapsed, regardless of how well they were designed, because the ground beneath them gave way. But structures built on solid ground, especially those anchored into bedrock, fared far better. The lesson was unmistakable. When the ground moves, the foundation matters more than the design. In many ways, the same question confronts us spiritually. What are we filling our lives with? Because if we're honest, many people today feel like the ground beneath the world is shaking. News cycles move faster than we can process. Wars and rumors of wars dominate headlines. Cultural divisions deepen. Economic uncertainty lingers. But the Bible actually prepares us for seasons like this. In Hebrews 12, the writer says God will shake things again, not just the earth, but the heavens, so that everything that can be shaken will be removed, leaving only what cannot be shaken. In other words, the shaking reveals what is real, what truly matters, and what lasts. Political systems change, cultures shift, institutions rise and fall. But Hebrews reminds believers of something steady. We are receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken. That kingdom is the kingdom of Christ, and this is why Jesus taught that the wise man builds his house on the rock. When storms come and the ground shakes, the house built on rock still stands. The difference isn't the storm. Both houses face the same wind, the same rain, the same shaking. The difference is the foundation. In a world that feels increasingly unstable, Christ himself is that foundation. When our lives are anchored in him, the shaking may still come, but it doesn't have the final word. And when believers are rooted in that unshakable kingdom, something remarkable happens. The peace of Christ begins to steady the heart even while circumstances remain turbulent. Because in a shaking world, the life built on Christ becomes a visible reminder that there is still something solid to stand on. So the real question is simple. What foundation are you building your life on?